Man, why y'all look so sad, man?
Man, we doing bad right now.
Did you?
I'm sad because it's gonna be Heat and Nuggets in the finals. I might not watch a game.
Mike,
No, I'm watching.
Seriously, I'm
I'm
not.
def watching.
I'm not watching that, bro.
I'm def watching Joker versus Jimmy.
I ain't even talking to these rugrats that's on the line with us, man. I'm talking to you, my fellow Laker brother.
Y'all,
why did they roll?
good, my brother.
Why did they roll? Why did they roll my nigga LeBron up in a dark style backwood?
Dog, oh, they going crazy.
Dog. That shit is
I'm talking about. Hey, look, dog. You ever see somebody like roll a blunt that's kind of like it's got like what's that? It's got like that key for that stuff around it or whatever. I'm talking about like pearl these niggas, dog. Man, dog.
Extra blow. They extra.
No, that was
Aaron
some
Gordon
OG.
was killing y'all last night.
That was some cookie OG that they got. Man, bro.
You see what happened when y'all don't get no free throw disparity.
Smoking on that LeBron pack.
That's what happened.
Yellow and purple pack, man.
Smoking on that Savannah pack.
That shit
Bro,
I told y'all
we beat the
we
foot,
gonna have that nigga out in time for prom.
Listen here, bro.
AD ain't even.
That nigga, bro, got him out in time for the prom. For prom. Look, the nigga Jokic had 27, 15, and 12.
AD laid.
That was the second worst. That was probably the second worst game of the playoffs. Second worst.
I don't even think he laid down, Kiata. I think this nigga just like, I'm gonna show y'all. It was almost like Jordan, bro, when he played Magic and them like the coming of age. Like, I'm just better than y'all. I don't care how y'all want to say this shit. Ain't no white boy versus black boy. None of that. I'm just better than y'all. I don't care how you cut it. And he is, bro.
That's basically what he's saying, low key as fuck.
Now we down to the last black hope, Jimmy Butler.
Oh, speaking of Jimmy Butler, tell us about Jimmy, Trev.
Michael Jordan biological son.
Jimmy, man.
That's talking about Michael Jordan biological.
Oh, my boy Jimmy Butler, aka playoff Jimmy, aka playoff Hemi, aka Hemi, aka him that guy.
Right. Whatever you want to call him.
Hey, y'all boys.
That boy cold, man.
Hey, they not
on the side.
Denver, dog. They not beating.
He said,
sorry.
If he playoff Jimmy, what is LeBron and Steph called? If he's playoff Jimmy.
This is the argument that I posed to somebody and I got cussed out last night. I said that because LeBron, we all can agree that this was the last run. This is the last hurrah. I feel. And
depends on their moves. I ain't gonna say the last hurrah, but go ahead.
I think it might be over with, dog. I know D-Lo is going to play in China. But anyway,
they showed a video with him speaking in Chinese, bro.
That nigga sucks.
But go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
But what I will say is this, bro. We got to start. LeBron had a great career and is having a great career. It's not even over yet. But I think we got to respect the legends a little more. Because LeBron is not going to get 5, I don't think that he can be the second best player of all time anymore.
What?
For real?
Whoa.
You serious?
I'm serious, bro. I think we got to start. I think we got to show. I think we have to show more of an appreciation for Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You can't look over those guys, bro. And they
got 11 appearances. Got 9 though. Magic dude got 9 appearances.
No, listen to this. And this is. I know I'm tripping, Lonnie, but listen to this. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You tweaking.
So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played. Just hear me out. He played 20 seasons. He got 6 league MVPs. He got 6 championships. He's a 19-time NBA All-Star. 15 out of 20 seasons, he didn't miss a fucking game. When Magic won, hold on, I gotta say, just let me say my piece. When Magic and them played Philly or whatever, and he got league MVP. I mean, he got a NBA MVP. The game that he got injured, he had 40 and 15. He was averaging 34 and 14 for that series.
Let me get DIM Lonnie on here. Hold on.
I know people want to get on. I know. But Jay, I understand. They don't want to accept it. Jordan is number 1. Magic is number 2. Kareem is number 3. And then we can put then we can put LeBron in number 4.
Real quick. I don't have no problem with you putting Magic, Kareem, or Mike or Bron nowhere in Mount Rushmore. What I'm saying is, if you say somebody passed somebody, that means if they stop playing that day, their resume is already better. So we can't. That's what that means. That means if they pass,
we were still doing it with LeBron playing. I never said
we're not projecting. I didn't say you said that. I'm just throwing this out there. If we've been talking about LeBron as GOAT, that means that if he stopped playing that day, he had already passed all the people he got to pass. Unless them niggas came back and did some more stuff, they can't repass him. You said he can't be second anymore, as if he was second and then went backwards.
I'm just saying, I don't think we can hold him in that regard if he does, because now accomplishments are really all coming into play.
So
if he got to really stand on his 4 rings,
caveats. There's caveats though.
What is the? Hold on. My question. I got one question.
Go ahead.
So the only caveat we hold LeBron James to is 4 championships. I'm asking because you said him not getting to that 5th is that's the reason why he can't be held, or like you said, Carson, jump 2 seconds.
I'm just saying 4. Okay, he got 4. Magic
but
got
we can't
5.
just hold on.
And Kareem got 6.
4. You saying 4, right?
They don't split it though, because
that's what I'm saying. Are we just saying
Kareem,
4 championships?
Kareem got the best. Kareem got the best basketball career, start to finish, of anybody that ever played.
So we say that LeBron is gonna be second because they cancel each other out. All right.
No, I'm not asking that. But I'm saying, are we just basing it? I'm asking you, is the basis off of championships?
Right. Because
there are a lot of players you can sit up there and say,
if Steph and KD would have stayed together, right?
That has to be a part of your accomplishment.
I think it's off
championship has to be a part of your accomplishment.
I'm looking at Magic's full body of work. He played
12 seasons. Magic on my Rushmore. Ain't no hit on Magic. What I'm saying is, if KD, let's give an example. If KD and Steph would have stayed together, and then they win 7 rings, do that mean that Steph the GOAT?
Hold on, champ.
No. Was split because he played with KD.
It's split because that's the thing. That's not going to
a little bit at least. He got to split a little bit.
Ain't that a knock on Brian playing with certain players? I can't bring you up. That's not a knock on Brian.
Not for me, because I know super teams have been made from ancient history. They always have. If you look at the top 75 and you look at Magic Johnson, got 3 teammates. 3 teammates from that team on the top 75. Larry Bird got 3 teammates in the top 75.
So
because they had super teams.
What's wild, champ? So my thing, like I said, my question was the 4 championships the caveat? Because my thing is this: are we looking at just championships, or are we looking at body of work?
I'm looking at his entire body of work.
So what's his body of work, Trev? 4. You got 4 rings. What else?
4 rings.
Number 1 all-time scoring.
4 rings. 4-time league MVP.
He said y'all repeat ESPN. I'm asking.
I don't even watch ESPN no more. I don't even watch ESPN no more.
Right. I bet stop. But I'm just asking questions. Top 5 in assists?
No, he's not top 5 in assists, is he?
All time?
Is
he not?
LeBron top 5 in assists?
Is he not?
No.
He might be.
No,
I know he's the number 1 scorer.
No, he's not. He's number 1 scorer.
We're going about cumulative stats now?
I think he had rebounds too. But this is what I'll say. If we're looking at the complete body of work, this is what I'm saying. If we're looking at the complete body of work, LeBron right now has played 20 seasons.
I
think the 3 of us will agree that he's not going to win another one.
We don't know. We don't know what kind of moves LA going to do. Like you telling me,
if them niggas don't get rid of fucking AD or whatever, they not going to the playoffs next year. He's a bum. Get him out.
You wild.
He was circling.
You wild. I think that AD is one of the most underachieving stars of our time. But they going to the playoffs with with this team as it is. They go back to the playoffs. Come on now. We wild.
With D'Angelo Russell, because the whole league know all we got to do is go at him.
What was their record since the trade?
17-7.
Okay. That team all year gets a higher seed. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to not do that. I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. So I don't have a dog in this race. But I'm going to put a cap where they need to be put. LeBron has done, first of all, he on the Mount Rushmore, right? Wherever you got him, you got him, right? People make their decisions, make their own decisions. But you can't move backwards once you pass somebody unless they start playing again, is what I'm saying. Because the resume is already there.
Hold on.
So if you had LeBron second already, you can't move him backwards unless somebody else passes him by accomplishing something else.
But you can regress though. So them not
He
getting
didn't.
swept.
No, his resume is his resume.
Bro, them getting smoked like a Newport short. That ain't got nothing to do with it either.
No.
It's this whole they just got put up on it. I'm a LeBron fan.
Ready? Real quick. If
Jordan
I'm not a
never got
LeBron fan, what is everybody's record in the playoffs as a 20-year veteran? What do their stats look like? Most of them,
you know what, man?
0-0. Most of their stats say 0.
Most man, but if we not gonna be real, then hey,
they wasn't juicing either.
Cal Ripken gotta be top 5 greatest baseball player because he played all them games and never took one off. So
that's not no. You're making a false
Cal Ripken up for baseball.
If he was in year 20 and he was hitting the ball like Ken Griffey Jr., then you can say that. That's a big difference. That's the whole thing. Like right now, even at this advanced age, LeBron's still top 10 in the league, right?
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna be disrespectful.
Who was top 10 in the league at year 20? That's an accomplishment, right?
So was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's an accomplishment, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. So you got to give him credit for that. I think the problem is, like you said, I think AD was supposed to take over the reins and let LeBron hang back a lot more, and didn't. That's what I think.
Exactly.
So
TREV crazy. He left, though. He left. He can't handle it.
Hey,
man, I keep trying to bring him on. It ain't working,
yeah.
bro.
Nah. So all these old folks be lying about super teams. Your squads had super teams in the 70s and the 80s. That's why only 2 teams.
Bring back in here, bro. I'm about to spaz. Bring him back. Yeah, I know. Y'all was cooking too. Hold on.
He said bring you back. I think he got knocked off.
My thing is this. He said getting swept. Yeah, bring him back for spaz on it. You said getting swept hurts LeBron. All right?
Yeah.
Jordan never beat Bird.
You said getting smoked.
Never beat Bird in playoffs.
Young Jordan, you right.
I don't care, young or old. What's his record against the Hold on. What's his record against the Pistons?
Philly beat the brakes off of LA in the finals one year.
Hey,
Magic Johnson had a nickname Tragic.
No.
He turned the ball over.
Because hold on. How many times did Brown lose in the first round?
Okay, so how many?
No. I let you snap. I wasn't even on here. I let you snap.
I'm asking you. So LeBron is just solidified top 2 all time.
Top 3. I give him top 3.
Okay, so who's number 2?
Myers.
Mm-hmm. If Jordan is 1,
Lonnie probably
you saying LeBron isn't 2.
I get. Look, as much as I wouldn't normally, I get Kareem is just.
Thank you.
But I'm not saying
one of them got to go above him now. That's all I'm saying.
But no, we're not. No. We're not saying because a person got swept in the Western Conference Finals in his 20th season that he has to drop down in the all-time rating or ranking.
Saying if you take LeBron and Kareem straight up,
that's worse than Stephen A. talking about if Steph win, then he on Mount Rushmore. What? No, bro.
If you take LeBron and Kareem, the only thing LeBron got over Kareem is the scoring title. That's it.
No, he's top 5 in almost every other stat. He's number 4 in assists. Yes.
Karl Malone.
He's number 4 in assists.
He number.
What's your point?
Number 4.
Oh, and he top 10 in rebounds.
Come on, now. Stop
playing
with me, bro. All-time leading scorer in the playoffs.
You can still argue Magic or Kareem over him, though. That's fair.
Hey, your boy Magic ain't top 5.
What?
Real quick though.
Magic ain't top 5 in assists.
He's the best
because he only played 12 years.
Okay, but we're taking away the accolades, right?
They stopped him from playing basketball.
Look at his per game.
I know he was the man. I'm just talking stuff. But that's how stupid it sounds.
He was well on his.
You see how stupid it sounds, though?
Yeah.
You see how stupid that sounds, right?
Hey, them LA chicks got him. But
right. But that's how stupid that fucking argument sounds for me to even say that, right? There's so much stuff you can pull out your ass to say.
Well, the big problem is everybody argues and reads and comprehends from a fan standpoint.
Right.
I don't care nothing about my favorite.
Okay.
I don't care about who my favorite guy is, and I don't care about who I don't like. Whoever it is, what did and did not happen.
For basketball arguments.
And watch this. What were you expected to do?
Right.
So I was just talking about LeBron met and surpassed his expectations, which is hard to do for what he was expected to do.
Not Drake. Doc Rivers said that.
Steph surpassed his expectations. Jokic has surpassed his expectations. He was a second-round pick. Jimmy Butler has surpassed his expectations. AD ain't even met his.
They say AD got a ring though, DEON.
No.
He's not.
Listen, AD got drafted. Go look at what they were saying.
He was supposed to be top 3 player all time. Supposed to be MVP candidate. Does he even have a defensive player?
No.
Did Kyrie?
He don't have no.
He has no individual accolades.
Did Kyrie meet his?
No.
What was his? Hold on. What was his expectations? Hold on, because when you start talking about my favorite players,
all I'm saying is this:
it don't matter who our favorite players are.
No, I'm asking. What was his expectations?
The only reason
as the number one.
Yeah, they were both number 1 draft picks. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't think Kyrie was a bad number 1 draft pick. I don't think
it depends on what draft.
You overall look at his career. I can't.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm about to break something down for y'all. Kyrie missed the playoffs every year without LeBron. 2 of them years, it only took 38 wins to get in the playoffs. 38.
Hey, what's on rookie year? Rookie contract.
And guess what? And watch
this second
best player,
bro.
Watch this, young cousin. And Steph Curry got drafted to the Golden State Warriors. What's your point?
Who did he have?
Steph got drafted to the Golden State Warriors. What's your point?
They do different than Cleveland.
They drafted well.
Do y'all know who's that? Y'all go look at the 8th place team that year. Stop doing all the other stuff and jumping around. Go look at the team that got the 8th spot.
Hold on. This is something we have to all agree on. What is the standard? What is the standard? So we all have our ways of judging players, teams, things like that. We have our own thing in our own heads of what is the standard, right?
The standard for that next level guy, if you want to be talked about with these dogs, you got to be the reason that your team is successful.
So
you can't be.
I see what you're saying. Look what Jimmy
you can't be James Worthy.
To even be having this conversation, right? To even be talking about LeBron being rated with these guys, he's done something, right? Obviously, he's put himself in a certain position that nobody else has.
He the blueprint.
No matter what, like we love Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. But we never argue all the time. We never argue about Kobe being better than Jordan because we know the answer, right?
Of course.
Because he was the second coming. He's the second coming of Jordan.
Great. But a lot of the reason why we don't argue Kobe up there is because he played with Shaq.
He played with Shaq, right? But even then, we still know. And look, as basketball heads, we know that was the second coming of Jordan.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if he doesn't lose to the Celtics and the Pistons, do we have him above Jordan?
Yes.
7-0 in the finals?
Not Jordan fans. That's where we get back to the bullcrap.
If he went 7-0,
if he went 7-0, is he better than Jordan?
Listen. Jordan fans are not moving MJ.
I'm telling you this.
If Kobe went 7-0,
are not moving MJ.
If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. But if Kobe would have went 7-0 in the finals, I know one Jordan fan that would have been a Kobe fan. I know one.
Who was that?
Well, that's my father because he was all about Jordan was 6-0. Jordan was 6-0. He was 6-0. Let Kobe would have went 7-0 in the finals.
You know, watch
But,
this.
I mean,
So
I know it's an if question. I know it's an if thing, but I'm just saying in general,
That's fine.
when you sit up there and talk about, that's why I say when you figure out like what standards,
right. So that's why
we don't argue that, right?
That's why Kobe's first part is iffy because some people thought he was the second best player in the league when they won their first three-peat. But
For sure.
the reason, if you look at Shaq NBA Finals number, we're not gonna ask.
Shaq was a walking 30 and 15.
But them niggas that be hating on Kobe act like he was like Nick Richmond or something.
So once Kobe had to get a second act and then go to 3 finals, win 2, and that cemented him like, yo, you knew you could do that, but then we saw you do it. Right now, guys like Kyrie, as the guy, they have no resume.
Right. But that's
I can't even argue. We didn't argue about.
But that's why
I can't even
I
do
said,
it.
certain people.
You're right.
You have to. You said it's on you to be that guy to put your team in that position, right? That's what you just said. And my argument, or not argument, my thing, or agreeing with you is, if you're not even in this conversation, it's some people that aren't even in the conversation. You have this conversation about LeBron. You had this conversation about Mike. You had this conversation about Kareem. You have this conversation about Magic. It's certain people you automatically put in that conversation.
Absolutely. It's only 4.
And some people you don't even, and some people you don't even talk about. So when we bring up AD or the Kyries or them type of guys, there's not even in that tier to even be talking. That shouldn't even be in the same sentence, right?
They're lower tier.
Lower tier. They're great players, but you're not in the, dare I say, God-like tier of NBA hoopers. Because
we all can agree on LeBron. We can agree on Jordan, and we can agree on Kareem.
Now that fourth guy is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, Magic Johnson. What is we asking about?
You can say Magic.
Yeah, it's got to be Magic. It's got to be Magic for number 4. Okay, so for number 5.
See,
that's
where it changes.
Kobe is never not be in my top 5.
But
that's where we get. That's where you get.
Where it gets tricky because I can say me.
It's a lot of people with similar resumes.
I can say Shaq. No, hold on. Matter of fact, I'm disrespectful.
I think Tim Duncan deserves to be.
I'm sorry.
I think Tim Duncan deserves to be.
Tim Duncan is top 5. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Timmy.
I don't agree.
Y'all tripping if Timmy ain't top 5.
And I love Kobe.
Listen,
I can't put him over.
Whose resume is better, Tim Duncan or Kobe's?
When I wrote out my top 5, I had Tim Duncan in it. When I wrote out my top 5, I had Tim Duncan in it because unless somebody at your position is better than you, I think you should be in there. You know, we got 77 years of evidence.
Ever, right?
Right. So he could definitely be in there.
What if he was a shooting? What if he was a shooting guard?
Now we're saying Kareem is the best.
What if he was a shooting guard like Kobe?
Okay, we'll do this.
Give me number 2.
Magic Johnson is the best center or point guard, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael Jordan is the best shooting guard ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
LeBron is the best small forward ever.
Absolutely.
Tim Duncan is the best power forward ever.
Yeah.
Kareem is the best center ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So is that the top 5 right there? Whatever order you want to put them in, is that top 5?
Yeah, that could be. Can't nobody have beef? Can't nobody have beef with that top 5?
Cool. I'm cool with that, then.
And Dre, I feel you about Kobe, but nah, bro.
Look, real quick though.
Go ahead. You going by your eyes or you going by?
Since we got an Oak Park night on here, I just want to say the only reason Denver made it to the NBA Finals because they got a Ferndale Eagle on their staff.
Oh, that's crazy.
I heard you say that.
Bet.
They got the big homie on the staff, so that's why they got on there.
We want to pull Ferndale shit out.
My little brothers went to Oak Park. All of them.
We used to beat the shit out of Ferndale, but it's cool though.
Not when I was there. I ain't never lost Oak Park.
Different era. I'm 2010. It's a whole different era.
Look. Rob Brown, John Oliver, and all them boys was there.
Hey, you older than me. It don't count. We ain't talking about that.
No, my little Donovan is my little brother.
Donovan Moore?
Yeah, you know Donovan Quinn and them. Yeah, they're my little brothers.
Yeah.